Hi, it's Carly McAvoy. I want to talk to you about color graphing, which is one of the most important concepts in graph theory. It's used in many real-time applications of computer science, such as clustering, networking, data mining, resource allocation, image capturing, processes, scheduling, and image segmentation. Graph coloring is nothing but a simple way of labeling graph components, such as vertices and edges and regions under some constraints. In a graph, no two adjacent vertices, edges, or regions can have the same color, and the entire graph has to be colored using the minimum number of colors. This color is called the chromatic number, and the graph is called a properly colored graph when it's been colored using the minimum number of colors. So an example, here's a graph that actually represents the cells of a mobile phone network. And you can read about that above if you want to read the details. But this is a really popular way. 2 billion people across 212 countries are using this method. Each of these hexagons represents a cell tower. And then if you're standing here in this region, let's say, and you want to make a cell phone call, you're going to use the tower in the middle of this black hexagon because that's the one that's closest to you. If you were to drift over here, you would use this tower because that's the one that's closest to you in this particular picture. Notice that they use 4 different colors. They have blue, red, green, and black. But just by using 4, they managed to make sure that no adjacent hexagon has the same color. So the black is surrounded by red on 2 sides, but those 2 reds don't touch, so that's okay. So they use 4 different colors. Now in a mobile phone network, that means that they only need to have 4 different frequencies. So the frequency for this red tower is the same as the frequency for this red tower, and this red tower, and this red tower, and so forth. So you're going to use the same frequency if you're in any one of those. But if you're in this area, even though you're using the same frequency as this area, you're going to use this tower because that's the one that's close to you. So they were able to create networks covering the whole country. Well, you've seen the ads about that. Some areas of the countries are not covered. But covering areas using just 4 frequencies. And that way it's obvious which tower is being used at any moment. So if you're standing right here on the line, they'll be able to tell by the frequency you're using whether you went to this tower or this tower. You yourself as the user wouldn't choose a frequency. That's happening by the cell phone company. And the closer you are, the better signal you get. All right, that's it for graph coloring, and I will talk to you next time.